friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today's video is a spring/St. Patrick's Day themed collab hosted by Christy's Farmhouse and I'm Merely Melissa. I'm going to have both their channels linked down below in the description box, along with a link to the playlist so that once you're done watching my video, you can see what all my friends put together as well. Now, this collab is meant to be either like a decorate with me for the season or a bake with me for the holiday, but I kind of missed that memo. And when I think St. Patrick's, I think green foods. You might know that I tend to eat paleo because I eat gluten and dairy-free exclusively, and paleo recipes are easy for me because there's no need to adapt. They're already naturally gluten and dairy-free, so it just makes it easier for me. So I took these paleo recipes. One of them ends up being not quite paleo because I'm using a vegan cheese, but you can omit that or use regular cheese if you'd like, if you're not dairy-free. Up to you entirely, and I tell you all about that in the recipe portion of this video. But I decided that I was going to make a breakfast for you, making two recipes: green eggs and a cabbage sausage hash. Cabbage just feels like a traditional thing to eat on St. Patrick's Day, so that's why I went that route. And as far as the eggs, you can't go wrong with green eggs, right? Like, it's just a fun thing. You don't get, well, I guess there's lots of opportunities to eat green foods if you're not very picky. But I feel like for kids especially, green eggs are like a really fun treat, and this is a nice healthy spin on them. So with all that being said, let me show you a fun, delicious, quick, and easy breakfast that you can throw together for St. Patrick's Day. All right, Pallies, we've got two recipes coming up. I'm planning to serve them together, but I am going to treat them as two separate recipes so that if you would like to do one but not the other, you're absolutely able to do so. So for the cabbage and sausage hash, I'm gonna need half of a whole cabbage chopped. I've got an organic cabbage here, so I'm gonna chop that up in a minute. 2 pieces of bacon diced, a quarter onion diced. I'm probably going to end up using at least half though. A tablespoon of garlic powder, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of black pepper. A whole organic apple cored and diced. It doesn't say to peel it, so I'm not going to. So the recipe calls for 3 whole Italian sausages, mild, pre-cooked. What I have here is a pound of just bulk mild Italian sausage. So I'm going to cook this first. And I'm going to use the whole package because I don't know what the equivalent is of 3 sausages. But if you're just getting the 3 whole sausages, you would remove the casings and just cook the insides. And lastly, for this recipe, we're going to need 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. As far as the ingredients for our green eggs, we're going to need 5 whole eggs, 2 cups of spinach cooked. They want you to measure the 2 cups after the spinach is cooked. Spinach tends to wilt down to nothing. So I've got 5 ounces of fresh spinach, and I'm hoping that it's going to be enough. 1 cup of crumbled feta cheese. You guys know I'm dairy-free, so I'm using Follow Your Heart. The texture and flavor of this is amazing, just like regular feta. So if you are dairy-free, this is what I recommend you use. Otherwise, you can just totally leave it out. Lastly, we'll need some salt and pepper to season, and you're going to want a little drizzle of olive oil or avocado oil to cook your spinach in. So I'm going to start with the cabbage because it's going to take longer. First thing I want to do is pre-cook that Italian sausage like I said earlier. Once that's done, I'll set it aside, and in that same pan, I'm going to take a couple pieces of bacon and dice them up. I'm going to fry them on medium-high heat until they start to get crispy. Once they're ready, I'm going to remove that from the heat as well. I'm going to place them on a paper towel and just let them cool for a bit. So now in the same pan where we cooked our sausage and our bacon, I'm going to add my cabbage, onion, garlic powder, and a little bit of salt and pepper. I'll be cooking this for about 5 minutes. I'm going to stir occasionally so nothing sticks or burns. Next, I'm going to add in my apple, the pre-cooked sausage, and the apple cider vinegar. I'm cooking for another 5 minutes, stirring occasionally, of course. And lastly, we're gonna sprinkle the cooked bacon on top and it's ready to serve. For our green eggs, I'm gonna heat a little bit of olive oil in a nonstick frying pan, and I'm going to cook my spinach down until all the juices have evaporated. Next, I'm gonna add my crumbled cheese. I'm gonna fry it for several minutes until the cheese has slightly melted. Next, I'm gonna break my eggs over the top of the spinach. I'm just gonna leave them for a few seconds. Then I'm gonna start stirring. I'm gonna be careful not to overcook it because you really want the green of the spinach to come through. It's finished in absolutely no time, super nutritious, lots of flavor from that cheese, and now we can serve it alongside our cabbage hash, and look, perfect green breakfast. Great source of protein, except for the cheese, it's all paleo, gluten-free, dairy-free, and this should be enough to serve 4. Alright friends, there you have it. This was such a satisfying meal. The eggs especially were so good, so creamy and amazing. I was worried with the vegan cheese that they might turn out runny or something, but they were spectacular. And if you are able to have regular dairy and use regular cheese, I'm sure it'd be even better. The cabbage hash, I've actually portioned it out and I've been having it every morning for the last handful of days. I just fry a couple eggs and put it on top and kind of mix it all together. So that's actually great if you don't have a huge family to feed. You can meal prep this, and it's such a nutritious way to start your day. How often really do we begin our day with greens? So overall, I really enjoyed both of these recipes. I will very likely make them again. And it's just a fun way to be on theme, but also get a lot of nutrition in to start your day. Before you go, I want to remind you to check out that playlist so you could check out what all my friends made for their spring/St. Patrick's Day collab. And I want to thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!